Again, my name is Joe Tinker, and I'm introducing myself. I get to start the second act. Thank you. I wanted to tell you a little story. So it's story time. And imagine if you were raised on a farm, and the first time you finally got to go to the big city. This is a story originally written and performed by Andy Griffith called What It Was Football. It was back last October, I believe it was. We was going to have us a tent service off at this college town. Well, we got there about dinner time on Saturday. And different ones of us thought that maybe we should get us a mouthful to eat before that we set up the tent. So we got off the truck and we followed this little bunch of people through this small little bitty patch of woods there. And when we come out on the other side, I seen a big sign that says, "Get you something to eat, cheer." So I did. I got me 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. And before I could take every mouthful of that food, this whole raft of people come up around me and got me to where I couldn't eat nothing up like, and I dropped my big orange drink. I did. And, well, they commenced to move, and they weren't so much that I could do but to move with them. And we commenced to moving through all kinds of doors and gates and I don't know what all. And I looked up over one of them, and it says North Gate. Well, we kept on going through there, and pretty soon we come upon a young boy, and he says to me, "Ticket, please." And I says, "I don't have a ticket. I don't even know where it is that I'm a-going." And he says, "Well, get out as fast as you can." And I says, "I'll do her. I'll turn right around the first chance I get." Well, we kept on going through there, and pretty soon everybody got to where it was they was a-going because they parted, and I could see pretty good. I could. And what I seen was this whole raft of people sitting on these 2 banks and looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture down there. And somebody had tuck and drawed white lines all over it and drove posters in the end of it, and I don't know what all. And I looked down there, and I seen 5 or 6 convicts running up and down and blowing whistles. And I looked down there, and I seen these pretty little girls dancing around wearing these short little bitty dresses. And so I sat down. Figured I'd see what it was that was going to happen. Well, about the time I got sat down good, I looked down there, and I seen 30 or 40 men come running out of one end of a great big outhouse down there. And everybody where I was sitting got up and hollered. And about that time, 30 or 40 men come running out of the other end of that outhouse, and the other bank full, they got up and hollered. And I says to this fellow that's sitting beside of me, I says, "What is it that they're a-hollering for?" Well, he whops me on the back, and he says, "Buddy, have a drink." And I says, "I believe I will. Have another big orange." So I did. And when I got back, I seen that them men had formed 2 little bitty bunches down there. They had real close together. And friends, they voted. They did. They voted and elected 1 man apiece. And them 2 men come to the middle of that cow pasture. They shook hands like they hadn't seen one another in a long time. And then a convict come over to where there's a standing, and he pulled out a quarter, and they commenced to odd man right there. They did. And pretty soon, I seen what it was. There's an odd man in fur. It was that both bunches full of them men wanted this funny-looking little pumpkin to play with. They did, and friends, I know they couldn't eat it because they kicked it the whole evening and it never busted. But anyhow, what I was telling was, both bunches full wanted that thing. And one bunch got it, and it made the other bunch just as mad as they could be. And I'm telling you, friends, I seen that evening the awfulest fight I've ever seen in my life. I did. They would run at one another and kick one another and throw one another down and stomp one another and grind their feet into one another. And I just don't know what all. And as fast as one of them would get hurt, well, they'd tote him off and run another on. Well, they done that for as long as I sat there. But pretty soon this young boy that had said, "Ticket, please," well, he come up to me and he says, friend, I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave because it is that you don't have a ticket. And I says, all right, and I got up and I left. And I don't know to this day, friends, what it was they're doing down there, but I have studied about it. And I think that it's some kindly of a contest to see which bunch full of them men can take that pumpkin and run from one end of that cow pasture clear down to the other without either getting knocked down or stepping in something.